Hey guys, I'm Nana, and today I'm going to share my BookTube-a-Thon TBR. BookTube-a-Thon! Woo, 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 woo! I'm super excited to be participating in BookTube-a-Thon. It's my first readathon ever, and since I recently joined BookTube, I thought it would be a fun way to get to know some others in the community. In case you didn't know, BookTube-a-Thon was created by Ariel Bissett, and it features reading challenges, and video challenges, and Twitter sprints, and all sorts of fun stuff. Since I still have work full-time next week, I'm focusing on the reading challenges, and I wanted to keep it realistic because I'll really only be able to read in the evenings and on the weekends. So here goes. Let's jump into my TBR. The first challenge is read a book with pictures, and for that I've selected Well-Read Women by Samantha Hahn. This is a book featuring portraits of different female literary characters, and it has illustrations and quotes. It's so pretty, and I've had this sitting on my shelf for a couple months now, so I'm really excited to finally read it. The second challenge is start and finish a series, and realistically I don't think that will happen, but I do have some books coming up in a little bit that sort of meet the challenge. They have to meet the challenge. The third challenge is read a book with red on the cover, and for that I've selected The 5 People You Meet in Heaven by Mitch Albom. This I've never read, but I've seen the movie or miniseries on television, and it's about a guy named Eddie who works at an amusement park, and one day he sees a little girl in trouble on one of the rides, and he attempts to save her, but in doing so he himself gets killed, and then he goes to heaven and he meets 5 different people who were very influential in his life. So this sounds like a good story, and it sounds heartwarming, and it also reminded me of It's a Wonderful Life. I love that movie, so if it's anything like that, I think I'll enjoy it. The fourth and fifth challenges are read a book that someone else picks out for you, and read a book in the genre that you've read the least of this year. For those 2 challenges, I've selected Who Could That Be at This Hour and When Did You See Her Last by Lemony Snicket. I haven't read either of these, but I love Lemony Snicket. These belong to my roommate, and he's been trying to get me to read them for a while, so I figured the BookTube-a-Thon was a perfect time to read them. Snicket is a character in these books, and he joins a mysterious organization. So I think they are sort of mystery books, and I haven't read any other middle grade books this year, so I think that will knock off 2 challenges. The 6th challenge is read and watch a book-to-movie adaptation, and for that I've selected The Princess Bride by William Goldman. I love this movie, but I've never read the book. And I was at the bookstore trying to decide which edition to get, and I had to get this illustrated edition because it's so lovely. And just, let me see if I can find any of the images. Yeah, this looks like fun, right? So I'm really excited to read this because I love the movie, and usually the book is better, right? Or at least as good, so I think it'll be great. In case you don't know what this is about, it's about a girl named Buttercup who has a childhood sweetheart that she's in love with, and their plan is to get married, but then she is kidnapped by these terrible people, and she's being forced to marry this horrible prince, and she's basically miserable, but her one true love is not going to give up, and he's going to go rescue her. So it talks about that adventure and what happens to them, and I love it. It's the best. The 7th challenge is to read 7 books, or approximately 300 pages a day. And if you've been counting so far, I've showed you 5 books. So my last 2 are just short, quick little reads that I think I'll enjoy. One of them is Heartburn by Nora, Ephron, which was on my July TBR, so perfect. It was on my TBR already, and I think it'll be great to read during the BookTube-a-Thon. The final book that I've selected is Don't Worry, It Gets Worse by Alida Nugent. I hope I pronounced that somewhat correctly. And it's about the transition from college to the real world to postgraduate life, and it sounds like it'll be a bit funny and certainly hit close to home because I'm still in that phase. And that's it. That's everything. I don't know that I'll get through all of these books, but I'm certainly going to try, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a lot of fun doing so. Let me know if you're participating in BookTube-a-Thon in some form or fashion, and if you've done a TBR, let me know so I can check it out, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.